What if I told you that a fountain of youth isn't hidden in a laboratory or a $500 bottle of synthetic serum, but is actually sitting right now in a dusty corner of your kitchen pantry? Imagine a world where the crushing weight of exhaustion vanishes, where the brain fog that clouds your mornings evaporates, and where your body feels 20 years younger, all thanks to a handful of humble seeds and dried fruits that cost pennies. Most people are flushing thousands of dollars down the drain on flashy supplements and miracle pills, completely unaware that they are ignoring the most potent biological keys to vitality already in their possession. By neglecting these simple, natural powerhouses, you are effectively locking the door on your own energy reserves and throwing away the key. Welcome to Senior Wellness Hive, where today we are going to unlock that door together and reclaim the strength you thought was gone forever. Think deeply for a moment about your typical morning. When the sun hits your window, does your body feel like a coiled spring ready for action, or does it feel like lead anchored to the mattress by an invisible force? Why is it that the moment you open your eyes, you feel as though you've spent the night hauling bricks rather than resting? You sit down at your kitchen table or your desk, and within minutes, a thick mental fog rolls in. Your focus shatters like glass, and the simplest tasks, answering an email, reading the news, or planning a meal, suddenly feel like climbing Mount Everest. You might find yourself breathless after a short walk to the mailbox, or perhaps you notice your limbs don't respond with the precision they once did. Maybe it's a nagging ache in your lower back or a sharp, unexplained pull in your calf. You probably tell yourself, well, I'm not getting any younger, and sigh as you accept this decline as an inevitable part of aging. But I am here to tell you a terrifying truth. Those symptoms are not just old age. They are the sirens of a silent internal crisis. Your body is screaming for help. It is starving for the specific vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats it needs to maintain its cellular integrity. When these deficiencies go ignored day after day, your cells begin to wither, your muscles lose their tone, your bone density begins to crater, and your nervous system becomes shrouded in a blanket of chronic fatigue. At first, it's just a little tiredness. Then, it becomes a persistent low mood. Eventually, your entire immune system collapses, leaving you vulnerable to every passing bug and virus. You are running on empty, and you don't even realize the tank is dry. The most dangerous part of this decline is that it happens in total silence. There is no loud explosion, just a slow, steady erosion of your life force. One day, you realize a simple change in the weather gives you a lingering cough. A small amount of physical exertion leaves you with a fever. A tiny bit of stress keeps you awake until 3 a.m. Your body can no longer carry its own weight because the foundation has rotted away. Yet, all this time, your kitchen was offering you the cure. We have access to incredible grains, seeds, and dried fruits, but we treat them as afterthoughts. Even when we do eat them, we do it wrong. We eat them at the wrong time, prepare them the wrong way, or ruin them with excessive heat and processing. We are losing the battle for our health because we've forgotten the basic manual for our own biology. When you deprive your body of essential nutrition, an invisible war breaks out inside you. Your cells are fighting for survival, and your organs are struggling to maintain basic functions, but they are fighting a war without weapons. The result is a total loss of enthusiasm and a fading interest in the world around you. You might look fine on the outside, but inside, you are sinking into a dark well of exhaustion. Look back at the generations that came before us here in the United States, the farmers and laborers who built this country. Did they have high-priced synthetic protein powders or designer vitamin gummies? No, their strength came from the earth and the kitchen. They understood that every seed contains the blueprint for life and the power of regeneration. They respected that knowledge. They ate with the seasons, drank pure water, and moved their bodies. They had dense bones, flexible joints, and minds that remained sharp well into their 90s. We have traded that ancient wisdom for the quick fix of modern life. We want a pill for every pain and a drink for every slump. But your body isn't a machine where you can just flip a switch. It is a complex biological garden that requires consistent, high-quality soil. The incredible thing is that the fertilizer your garden needs is likely sitting in a jar on your shelf right now. If you could learn to select specific seeds and fruits, soak them to unlock their enzymes, and consume them with intention, the transformation would be staggering. The exhaustion would lift, your sleep would deepen, and your muscles would regain their firmness. It's like clearing decades of dust off a masterpiece to reveal the vibrant colors underneath. This isn't about some magic cure-all. It's about returning to the fundamental requirements of human life. Once you realize that your daily food is your primary preventative care, you won't need the flashy promises of the pharmaceutical industry. Today, we are going deep into the specific ingredients and the exact methods that can reignite your internal engine. The solution isn't miles away in a specialized clinic. It's right in your hand. But you have to know how to use it. Many people reach for energy drinks or a third cup of coffee when they feel a slump. But those are just loans of energy that you have to pay back with interest later, leaving you even more depleted. We need a sustainable source of power. This knowledge is especially vital for those of us in the 50, 60, or 70-plus demographic. As we age, our body's ability to absorb nutrients naturally declines. We can eat a steak, but our stomach might not break down the protein efficiently. This is why we must choose foods that are pre-activated and easy for the body to utilize. If you can fill these nutritional gaps, you can genuinely start to feel the vitality you had in your 30s again. Let's talk about our first essential ingredient, the peanut. Now, don't overlook it because it's common or inexpensive. This small legume is a powerhouse of plant-based protein, which is the literal building block of your muscles. As we age, we face a condition called sarcopenia, the natural wasting of muscle tissue. Peanuts provide the amino acids necessary to slow this process down. But it's not just about protein. Peanuts are loaded with calcium and magnesium. In the US, bone health is a major concern, particularly for women. Peanuts provide the minerals needed to maintain bone density, and the magnesium they contain acts as a key that unlocks the calcium, ensuring it actually gets into your bones instead of just sitting in your bloodstream. Magnesium is also a miracle worker for the nervous system. If you experience restless legs, tingling in your hands, or muscle cramps at night, your nerves are likely frayed. The B-complex vitamins and magnesium in peanuts help repair those neural pathways. For those struggling with memory lapses or senior moments, the vitamin E in peanuts acts as a formidable antioxidant, protecting your brain cells from the rust of oxidative stress that causes cognitive decline. Furthermore, peanuts contain zinc for your immune system, iron to prevent the anemia that causes constant fatigue, and potassium to keep your heart rhythm steady and your blood pressure in check. Perhaps most importantly, the healthy fats in peanuts are the raw materials for your hormones. Your mood, your energy, and your metabolism are all governed by hormones, and those hormones are made from fats. When you eat the right fats, your mood stabilizes and your get-up-and-go returns. But we can't stop at peanuts. To truly supercharge your health, you must pair them with our second ingredient, raisins. Think of a raisin not just as a dried grape, but as a concentrated, natural multivitamin. Raisins are packed with potassium and iron, making them an incredible tool for anyone dealing with high stress or insomnia. The potassium helps quiet the nervous system, allowing for a peaceful transition into deep, restorative sleep. Raisins also act as a natural internal cleanser. Your gut health is the foundation of your entire immune system. If your digestive tract is sluggish, you are essentially brewing toxins inside your own body, which leads to gas, bloating, and systemic inflammation. Raisins contain fibers that act as a gentle broom, sweeping out waste and ensuring that your good gut bacteria can thrive. When your digestion is optimized, you finally start absorbing the nutrients from all the other healthy foods you eat. A common misconception is that raisins are too sugary for those watching their blood sugar. However, the fiber in raisins ensures that the natural sugars are released slowly into the bloodstream, preventing the dangerous spikes and crashes associated with processed sweets. They are also a fantastic source of boron, a mineral often overlooked that is essential for bone health and joint flexibility. Now, let's discuss the Senior Wellness Hive method for consuming these two powerhouses to ensure you get 100% of the benefits. You shouldn't just grab a bag of dry roasted, salted peanuts and a box of raisins and start snacking while watching TV. To activate the enzymes and make the nutrients bioavailable, you must soak them. Here is your daily protocol. Take one small handful of raw, unsalted peanuts, roughly the size of your own palm. Any more than that, and the calorie count might lead to unwanted weight gain. Then, take exactly 10 to 12 organic raisins. Place them in separate glass bowls with filtered water before you go to bed. As they soak overnight, the hard outer shells soften and the anti-nutrients, like phytic acid, which can block mineral absorption, are neutralized. In the morning, you will find the peanuts are plump and the raisins are hydrated. You can peel the skin off the peanuts if you have a very sensitive stomach, as the skins contain tannins that can cause minor gas in some people. You can eat them whole, chewing slowly to start the digestive process with your saliva, or you can toss them into a blender with a little water to create a vitality paste. This is especially helpful for those who may have dental issues or difficulty swallowing. If you want an extra boost, a small teaspoon of raw, local honey can be added for its antibacterial properties. The most critical rule is to consume this on an empty stomach, at least 30 minutes before your actual breakfast. This allows the vitamins and minerals to hit your bloodstream without having to compete with other foods. If you commit to this for just 15 days, you will start to notice your digestion smoothing out and your morning energy levels stabilizing. By the 30-day mark, you'll likely find that you aren't gripping the handrail as tightly when you climb the stairs, and your skin might even have a healthier glow. If you make this a 3-month habit, the cumulative effect on your chronic aches, your immune resilience, and your mental clarity will be profound. However, this is not a magic trick. It's a lifestyle partnership. You must support this habit by drinking at least 8 to 10 glasses of pure water a day, as the fiber in these foods needs hydration to move through your system. You should also try to eliminate processed, junk foods and inflammatory oils, because you can't build a mansion using rotten wood, no matter how good the tools are. Finally, pair this nutritional boost with gentle movement, a 20-minute walk in the fresh air, or some light stretching. This increases circulation, ensuring that the nutrients you've just consumed actually reach your toes, your fingertips, and your brain. There is a reason why many people in rural communities live such long, active lives. They never stopped eating from the earth, and they never stopped moving. They might not know the word antioxidant, but they know that a soaked peanut is better than a processed snack bar. At Senior Wellness Hive, our mission is to bring this simple, life-changing wisdom back to the forefront of your life. You don't need a fortune to be healthy. You just need the right habits. If you found this guide helpful, please hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments. We love hearing about your progress. If you haven't already, subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a chance to improve your vitality. We have so much more to share with you about reclaiming your health from the comfort of your own home. Until next time, take care of yourself and your loved ones. Thank you for being part of the Senior Wellness Hive community.